The real estate pros are back with help and advice to purchase your dream home. Here now, Josh Green, president of Eastern Title and Settlement. And joining us for the first time, it is Lizzie Helmig, and she's a realtor at RE/MAX. And of course, last but not least, it is Chong Yi, senior mortgage banker at Apex Home Loans. Welcome, one and all.
Hey, Chris.
Good morning.
Hello, good
Well,
morning.
we're in the holidays. Everybody's out there buying their presents and things like that. Lizzie, is this a good time to buy a home?
It's a great time to buy. The fall months and winter and fall months are the best time to buy, simply because buyers can be more aggressive with their offers and therefore possibly get better terms, better prices, closing cost assistance from the sellers.
Wow, and of course they're motivated. They want to get that thing out before the end of the year, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes. How do you find a bow big enough to put on a house if you're getting one for Christmas? that's another thing, a completely different deal we'll deal with.
Completely different deal.
We'll have to Google that.
Yes, we'll Google that, of course.
I have one in my house, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Chong, let's talk to you about the finances and interest rates and things like that. Any difference between like before the election and after?
Yes. So if we're talking about interest rates, a couple weeks going into the election and since the election to now, interest rates have gone up almost a full point. Okay, I can sit there and talk about why, mortgage-backed securities. I can talk about the Fed funds rate of inflation, all that, but that's going to probably bore the crap out of everyone. And, and I'm sure we'll go right into let's make a deal, and I don't think they're going to want that either. So we'll just say what the impact is. So let me just talk about it this way. So an eighth of a point increase for like a $400,000 home is about $28. I'm sorry, for a $400,000 home is about $28 a month. So what does that mean? So it means that prior to the election, on a $400,000 mortgage, you can more likely have a payment of something right around $2,200, $2,300. Now you're talking about $2,400, $2,500. So from a principal and interest standpoint, that's a 10% increase.
That is a 10% increase.
Now, here's the great news, though. I mean, I say all this, but at the end of the day, we're still, in historically really low interest rate levels right now. So at some point, I don't think you worry about that as much. I think you more than likely just, buy, now is a good time. So you purchase a home, and you let people like us manage your mortgage for you, so that you, number one, never overpay. We'll do a no-cost refinance when the market does improve, and it will improve at some point.
Sure.
So there's no doom and gloom. It's actually a good time.
Is there a seesaw? I mean, if the interest rates, if you go over a 30-year, if you I don't know, if you look over 30 years, what is it, around 7 or something? 7, 9%? What is the?
So I'm not that old, Chris. I'm like 20-something. So actually, I'm just kidding. So growing up, my parents, their mortgage rate was in high teens at 18%.
Right. That's in the 80s. I remember that.
And then we were at, you fast forward in the 90s, and you're right around 12%. And then when I bought my first home, I was at 7%. I was ecstatic, right?
Right.
So it's been kind of like, it's been a level that gets to the point where now, we're right around 4%.
Wow.
It's still historically low, and it's always a good time to buy, especially if you're in an appreciating market, because your return investment is gonna be a positive one for you.
Right. Is it a good time to settle, though? Does that change, Josh, between?
Really, it doesn't settle, but I got one thing to say. Chong, earlier this month, I did challenge you to grow out that beard. I guess I won, huh?
Well, I did grow it out.
Well, can we get close up to see who did better on that?
I have really, really light hair. So
yes,
like
you do.
Here.
You can almost see through. Yes.
So the settlement process doesn't really change. Our rates don't change based on interest rates, but in the winter months, it is easier to get a better deal on a house because a lot of people don't want to move during the holidays and their kids are still in school. They wait till next year.
Right.
So, right now you get a better deal. You can negotiate better with sellers. They really want to unload that house at the end of the year to get the tax write-off.
Right. That makes sense. And you have lower, inventory if for no other reason.
Not only is there lower inventory, but there are also less settlements because interest rates have gone up and everybody's kind of holding to see what happens after Trump takes office.
Now, if the interest rates do start going up, do you see, Lizzie, the housing, the prices going down at all? Is that seesaw, or is that not a situation?
It doesn't seem like that will happen.
Oh, so we better start thinking about doing that pretty soon, shouldn't we?
But this happened last year, too. So last year around this time, rates did go up about 0.5%. and then after the New Year's they drop back down. So
Why? You don't know why that happens, or there's so many different
because
reasons
the
why that
Fed
happens.
meets in December and they dictate if they're going to raise rates, and they scare the market, and then the market reacts.
Oh, I can talk about this for an hour.
Okay,
Really.
we have an hour. Sure, go ahead. Let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about it. No, it actually, when the Fed talks about raising their short-term interest rates, which is the Fed funds rate, it's actually great, certainly short-term for the mortgages. What they're really doing is they're talking about limiting the level of inflation, which is great. The mortgage bond, which where the mortgage rates are determined, is the arch enemy of inflation. So it's
Right.
kind of like oil and water. So when they're talking about raising rates, it's actually a good thing, because they're really talking about curbing the effect of inflation in our economy.
Good. I like working with you guys. You know that? I like when you guys come in. Makes me smile. Makes me feel like I can get somewhere, do something, be a homeowner, right? You guys
can
are
actually
awesome.
buy
By the
a
way,
home.
and you, if you would act right now, you can take advantage of the special deal. If you call right now, the number is 240-422-8871, or go to therealdealdmv.com. You may be able to get $1,500 combined credit towards a new home. Again, go to therealdealdmv.com to take advantage of a holiday special, or you can call the number on your screen right now and get $1,500 combined credit for your dream team. That's a pretty big Christmas gift. I don't think we've given away $1,500 worth of anything to this date, but I appreciate you guys doing that for us.
Thanks.
Comes with a bow as well.
And a gigantic bow that fits on the house you're getting for
And
Christmas.
Chung's going to put it on it.
He brought his ladder. Good. We'll see you guys real soon. Thanks so much. All right. Hey.